What's up, folks? I am so excited to do a session with my main man, Billy Jean. If you don't know Billy Jean, I don't know where you are in the marketing world, but he is one of our biggest keynotes this year at the summit. And I just want to do a quick streaming with him and just kind of invite all of you. We're so excited for it. Billy, thanks for coming back, man.
First of all, I want to commend High Level, just the whole team, the whole squad, you like everybody, because it's the best customer service that I've seen a company do. The fact that I'd be like, are we live streaming the Facebook group? Is that where we're at?
We are live streaming the Facebook.
I go on the Facebook group, and the fact that I see the founders jumping in and replying to some of the dumb shit people be asking, and the patience that I've seen them have and the empathy is so cool. And I've gotten to see the journey from the sidelines unfold for these years. And I remember when I was first getting off the ground, a couple homies were doing it, and I was like, okay, this is cool. This seems interesting, but let's see. And I'm always very hesitant with like moving to a software because they just come and go. And then when you integrate your whole company into a system that's not around, it's just risky, right? It takes a lot of time, expensive. And so I was low key very hesitant about High Level. I mean, and then
everything changed.
the proof is in the pudding right now. So yeah, it's been so cool to watch and inspiring. I'm out here with my pen and notepad and taking notes, and just, yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Billy, we appreciate you coming back. So those of you that are watching, Billy was there last year for the summit as well. Billy, tell us your experience from last year, man. I knew you flew in for a few hours for us and interacted with a ton of customers, a lot of OGs, the old School of Genius OGs, along with myself. We all appreciated it. Tell us your experience from last year.
You know what was cool is being in this game, this digital marketing game for like the last 12 years, you see a lot of kind of different events, right? I think what was fascinating and what made me really get it and just fanboy over High Level even more was it had the community aspect. And I remember when there was another big conference in the space that everyone used to go to. When you go, you see people and people are warm and huggy. It didn't feel corporate. It felt like everybody was kind of in the trenches together as entrepreneurs trying to get their vision out. And I haven't felt that since the event at High Level last year. Again, that's something that High Level does really well as an organization. And something that I am obsessed with is when I come on a stage, it's what can I give you? Click this, do this, share this, and all the things that I've gotten to test. And I have this very unique perspective where now we have over 175,000 students in 75 countries. I've gotten to see some of the biggest companies in the world and the smallest. So my lens for what's working, what's not, has nothing to do with me. I get to see objectively what's happening in the marketplaces. I get to hear the conversation behind the scene where you see like a dope market come, okay, hey, was it actually profitable? And that's what I'm looking forward to coming to the stage and sharing is like the real shit that actually works. No hypothetical, no fluff, no hoorah, none of the.
Hey,
who was the favorite speaker last year?
Oh. Now you're gonna get me in trouble, B. I'm just playing. Now you're gonna get me in trouble. But one of the craziest feedback we had was like, hey, I want more. We're kind of sad that it wasn't a pitch fest, because they're expecting a standard conference that turns into like, hey, upgrade in the back or a big pitch fest, and we didn't have any of that. We were just like, hey, can we just get together, give hugs and shake hands and just like meet people at a human level, which I think was like eye-opening for the entire culture, because that's what we're used to. Every event for the last 10 years been a bunch of concert slides and colors and just pitches.
Yeah, I think what's cool with High Level is it's like, I mean, genuinely, I'm a big believer in there's no such thing as $1 million idea, just $1 million execution. And with what High Level gives for even just $97 a month, and I mean, you should definitely upgrade too if that's the one you got. But what they give for $97 a month is enough to make anybody a millionaire if you have this, right? If you're willing to work. And so, I think that's, to me, the thing that gets overlooked. So my background being an agency, working with a lot of local businesses, right? A lot of franchises. What I've seen, take like, like some of the gyms, you start a gym, you take $50,000 out to outfit it with the proper equipment. You have your building license, you're 6 figures in. And then also, you take construction, you have to find a spot, things like that. You could be 18 months, multiple 6 figures in, starting off backwards in the hole. And then you got to start building momentum and brand. The thing about HighLevel is it's so good that it's almost created some entitled motherfuckers out here. The fact that you can spend $97 and have a business where you can make multiple millions of dollars is the most absurd thing ever. And when you guys layer it with this kind of support, it's just crazy. It's truth. It's a gift. It's timing. Sometimes making money is about timing. The fact that we're all alive and here right now with the opportunity to take advantage of this technology, throw in AI, throw in AR, VR, all these different things. So, the last thing anybody wants is to fast forward and be 70 years old, talking to your grandkids, and they go, wait a second, you were alive and in business when all of this became a reality? What'd you do with it, Papa? What'd you do with it, grandlady? What'd you do with it? The last thing that you want to feel is that you squandered the opportunity. The last thing you want to feel is that you fucking squandered the opportunity. That's how I feel about HighLevel. And especially it's so all encompassing too. Like, honestly, the first thing I didn't like about HighLevel is that it did everything when it first came out, because it was so much. And now, like, having it grown and seasoned and seen it implement, it literally is everything. Like, one software to run your entire business is just a blessing. So I feel really grateful to be alive in this time. And that's why I'm so motivated, like even now more than ever, because I just feel like we got lucky, and when luck's in front of you like that, you got to create an opportunity.
Well, all I know is this: October 22nd weekend, Dallas is gonna be popping. That downtown is gonna be popping, and it's gonna be fun. So there's two different things, right? Like,
real quick, I'm gonna be out there early too, y'all. So if you're gonna be out there, wait, is Halloween celebrated before it, isn't it?
Yeah. Usually it depends. They usually do back-to-back weekends of Halloween stuff there as well.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. So I'm out there. I'm out there the 20th for another work thing. And so if you guys are out there, let's link up. I'm in Texas from, I think, that Friday all the way to the next week. So I'm there for a bit of time.
Let me share my screen real quick and let me just kind of walk over the agenda. So like day 1 is Monday. That's the October the 23rd. 12 o'clock we start up all the way to like 10:30. The 10:30 VIP party is gonna be insane. I promise you, it'll be insane. There's a happy hour. It's really like get together Monday. Let's just kind of link up kind of thing. Then day 2 is really like you're opening. So that's Billy right there, Billie Jean, right?
That's the make sure you get your ass up and you're there on time. That's what that is. Make sure
you don't be going out too late where you're not
exactly
to the 9:15, right? You gotta be there. And we got a ton of things happening rest of the day, right? You got obviously Frank Kern. If you don't know who Frank Kern is, like it's another session that you definitely don't want to miss. Kathy Olson, Chris Record. I know these guys, Billy.
Yeah.
We're excited. Day 3, same thing. You got a ton of power players that are in the space. So there's really 2 things that I think everybody should pay attention to. There's 2 types of events that are happening. You have this smaller mastermind style breakout kind of sessions that are not even the main grand ballroom. Those are like, hey, you know what? I want to be in my laptop and build a bunch of stuff, and I don't want to waste time partying. So if you're like ready to nerd out and just kind of like go all in on building things, that's totally fine. But if you're like, you know what, this is my 1 week of just relaxing and taking a break while I'm networking as an entrepreneur, and you just want to party the whole time, you can do that too. There's both types of events.
Listen, the answer is you do both. You do both.
Yes.
But what I will say, first of all, I think if you're in the group, you're probably already going to the event or you're crazy. But 2 things that I learned that I think I'll share here is, number 1, entrepreneurship can feel like the loneliest sport in the world, especially to us. people in this digital marketing world where you can sit on a laptop and lose yourself for literally 24 hours just being siloed. What I have found from people getting started or people who are wildly successful, loneliness is the ultimate killer of dreams and progress. If you are in your own shell, banging your head against the door, stop. You got to get the fuck out. If you're like, but I'm an introvert, that's a story you're telling yourself. God did not print you out and you just assigned an introvert. Those are just habits that you accumulated through time, and you can create new ones, like starting to go out on a ledge and just go for it. Come out when you see how welcoming it is, especially if you're the person you're like, man, it's just uncomfortable for me to go talk to people. I promise you, the family is so welcoming. The family is so welcoming. So show up, push yourself outside of your comfort zone. I had a friend of mine, buddy named by the name of Jesse Itzler, and he was here in the studio. And we were talking shop, and he had like a spree where he was traveling a lot. And by the way, I'm a very much homebody. That's why I gave that advice, because I'm not the best at it sometimes, a lot of the time actually. And Jesse said something to me that stuck with me forever. And we're on a funny, and he said, or it was in prayer, I don't remember what the fuck he said it, but he goes, I said, damn, Jesse, you're always like on the go and you're always doing exciting things. And he said, well, nothing good ever happens at home. Nothing that will change your life ever happens at home. No story ever happens at home. No memory ever happens at home. And he continued on, I'm paraphrasing a bit here, but it just hit me, because it's like all the most memorable experiences, all of the best moments, right? They do happen when you leave your damn house. The only thing that's home is comfort. But everything that we want is on the other side of discomfort. Right. And it just, I don't know why, it was something small and maybe it resonates with somebody, but I needed to hear that shit. Because let me tell you, I'll stay at home forever and play 2K and Madden. And what happens is I win Super Bowls because I'm nasty as fuck. But like anything that progresses my life doesn't. Like, you know, my best memories are created elsewhere, at my daughter's basketball games, or like, you know, like whatever it is, it's just not at the crib. So like, you know, and the other thing too, the third killer, which we all know, is procrastination. What I've also learned, and I say this with love, but you know, I call a spade a spade. There's way too much fucking overthinking in this group. I mean, Jesus, like way too much. Even right now, we're sitting here talking and you're agreeing. You're like, yeah, I know. But did you get your ticket? Yeah, I got to check. Just shut up and make it happen. That's all entrepreneurship is. It's just making shit happen. I don't know if it works for my calendar. Make it work for your calendar. You're in charge of you. Buy the fucking ticket. Buy the ticket. Like, what do you, I don't, and by the way, I'm not getting a commission if you buy a ticket. Like, what, it don't matter. Like, get the ticket right now. Don't think, right now. Right. So yeah, you don't, yeah, too much overthinking. Just
Yeah.
go for it.
Well, Billy, I appreciate you jumping in on a quick streaming just to get the jazzes flowing in the group and just say hello. He's one of our big keynotes that's going to be opening up the whole entire conference. I hope to see all of you there. Billy, I'll see you in a few weeks, man.
Is it really already in a few weeks? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you guys in a few weeks again. If you're in Texas, you're texting, you're going to be out there early. We'll be out there for some time. So we'd love to link up with some of y'all and just hang and create memories that are not happening in the house. So
all right, brother.
See y'all there.
I'll see you.
It's been love. Thank you for having me. Appreciate y'all.
Take care.
Bye. Appreciate you.